Ladies and gentlemen, the buffalo. This outsized specimen in granite rears up challenging and stupendous, high above the level of the encircling valleys in the rugged northeastern corner of Victoria. Like the animal whose shape it is said to resemble, this buffalo has not been easy to tame. The falls hurtling down the sheer face of the gorge seem to symbolize the natural forces which block man's approach. But the scene has changed, and today man has conquered. The chalet stands on the edge of the plateau as witness of his mastery in this primeval setting. Easy walking tracks open up one of nature's outstanding picture galleries, and every picture is an old master. Away up here above the clouds, you feel like Gulliver looking down on a Lilliputian world. The valleys have all the color and symmetry of patchwork quilts neatly spread at your feet. And on the other side of the valleys rise the towering Alps, Australia's highest chain of mountains. The gorge is one of nature's pranks on a grand scale. Geologists tell us that it started as a minute scratch in the hard granite. Then the elements got to work and carved a huge slice out of the mountain, about a mile deep, half a mile long, and in places 400 yards wide. You've heard of sermons in stones. Here's a pulpit in stone. But the scene surveyed from Pulpit Rock would leave even the most eloquent preacher speechless. Here's buffalo as truly a best pocket edition of creation. Those deep valleys were once on the same level as the plateau, but granite, like water, finds its own level and generally manages to come out on top. The age of miracles may be past, but the miracles of age are still with us. Centuries before the Pharaoh slaves hewed monoliths, this natural monolith stood sentinel on those heights. It's easy to climb up these stairs, but the first man to make the ascent threw a wire ladder over the top and just took a chance. He may have been a man of broad views, but he never had one to equal this view. Let's go mushrooming. You don't often get them as big as this one, do you? And here's Torpedo Rock, heavy enough surely to sink a whole navy. And who have we here? Why, it's Rebecca at the well. I wonder how long she's been waiting. My, oh my, even a piano. It has a pedal too, but it's not a soft one. Many a violin tune has been played here by the elements. No, we're not in Egypt. This Sphinx was shaped by nature herself, not by any human sculptor. This vast mass of stone is called the cathedral, and beyond it is the buffalo's hump. Of course, you know every buffalo must have a hump, and this one is no exception. But nowhere else would you see one of these proportions. Looking from the hump, we see the highest peak on the plateau, the Horn, dominating the surrounding country from a height of 5,645 feet above sea level. Here too the ascent has been made easy, as a stairway has been hewn from the solid rock. There's no doubt when you reach the lookout That magnificent spread of color, depth, and distance will surely take your breath away. Here you survey all the marvels of this mountain fastness, as well as widespread vistas of the encircling valleys and ranges. Those who wish to visit the more remote corners of Mount Buffalo usually do so on horseback, sure-footed mountain horses who never let you down, at least until you want to get down. Including North Buffalo, which is separated from the main mountain by a narrow neck, Mount Buffalo National Park covers an area of nearly 43 square miles and in parts is heavily timbered. We ride on through the woolly butt forests. These tall, stately trees, which are found only in alpine regions, generally reach a height of over 200 feet. The plateau is indeed a whole world of surprises. No matter how frequently you explore it, you're always happening upon some fresh, arresting aspect, and every new vantage point has unsuspected disclosures to make. There are two main water catchments fed by the streams of the plateau. Crystal Brook provides the water supply for the chalet. And here is Lake Catani, a lovely stretch of water flanked by trees to its very edge and an ideal place to cool off. That is, if you ever get hot at Mount Buffalo. In winter, Spartans may swim here so long as they don't mind skiing out over the snow and breaking the ice. As for tennis, you don't often see it played on such a high level as this, do you? But after all, in this delightfully crisp mountain air, and with so much to see, why, what's wrong with just walking? You know, leaving Mount Buffalo is just like waking from a dream. You've been living in a world of fantasy, an extravaganza with nature as the producer, and everything on a grand scale. The shadows over the valleys are the shadows of reality, and it is with feelings of regret, of wonder, almost of reverence, that we leave Mount Buffalo.